There are a couple of governor races in New Jersey and Virginia. What happened in them, and to what extent can those results, how much can be read into them in terms of what's happening nationally?
Yeah, these are maybe a little bit more of a barometer of the popularity of Donald Trump as a sort of national political figure. We know his poll ratings, his approval ratings have not been particularly flash for quite some time. We've got gubernatorial races, as you say, in Virginia and New Jersey. Democrats have won both of them. They have actually flipped the state of Virginia. So Abigail Spanberger has won that position from the Republican Party. She's won by about 15 percentage points, so quite comfortably as well. It is what polling was suggesting, but this has shown how she has been able to, and she ran a very anti-Donald Trump campaign, very explicitly so. And so it sort of shows something about the popularity of the president in the key state of Virginia. Now, Virginia is often a state that kind of flips back and forth. It is a swing state. We've often seen the party that doesn't hold the White House do well in the gubernatorial elections. It's not unheard of, but it's shown she's able to win votes from people who are not core Democratic base and take the fight up to Donald Trump. So I think there are many Democrats that would look at someone like her and go, we'd rather her be the face in the Midwest, in the South, delivering that anti-Donald Trump message than perhaps someone like Zohran Mamdani, who's got a lot of work for himself cut out for him just in New York, just from the size of his platform. But yeah, as well as that, the Democrats have won New Jersey. Again, they've won there by about 12 percentage points. They held that office already, but they've managed to retain it. So Democrats on the sort of highest profile positions, it's all good news for Democrats today.
And also in California, where the Democrats were keen to redraw the electoral boundaries, so they favoured the Democrats in the next election. What's happened with that vote?
Yeah, this is part of the gerrymandering arms race, as I've been calling it. So that proposition, it's called Proposition 50. It redraws boundaries, the congressional district boundaries, to notionally hand Democrats more seats. It's easily passed, nearly by a factor of 2 to 1. So the Democrats will be thrilled with that result. I think the expectations were it would pass. This may have even exceeded their kind of, hopes about where this would go. And so,
but how does it reflect on US democracy?
Well, this is
two wrongs don't make it right.
Well, this is the argument that many will make. The argument that many Democrats will make is to contextualise for people that haven't been following this one closely. This proposition to redraw the boundaries in California, it's a direct response to what Republicans in Texas did a few months ago. In Texas, at Donald Trump's urging, Republicans redrew their congressional district map to notionally give themselves, I think, up to 5 more seats. This change that was put to voters will give Democrats up to 5 more seats. So it kind of neutralises things.
It's like when Donald Trump rang the officials in Georgia during the election back in 2020, I think it was, and said, find me 10,000 more votes.
Except this is perfectly legal and this is perfectly normal. This is an ordinary part of American democracy that in most states, the politicians draw the maps for their own members of their party. And what we've seen in Texas, Republicans have opened the floodgates to California doing the same. Several other states are doing the same. We've got this very abnormal, gerrymandering is very normal. It happening halfway through a decade is absolutely not normal. There is no guarantees that it won't continue to happen every election, going forward. There are other states that are still looking at how they might gerrymander. It is not a good thing for democracy. And it is not a good thing for, building trust in your democracy if politicians are going around, even though they're allowed to. It doesn't look good. It looks like they're rigging it. And it, ultimately, it means races get less competitive. The US Congress, which is already not a very competitive, electoral body, just becomes sort of more and more ossified. The incumbents get more and more of an advantage. It's not a great sign for how things are going. Now, Democrats think they have no other option than to do what they've done today. Voters have agreed with them. They have no other, if they don't do this, well, they're essentially giving up control of the Congress, is what they fear. But what are the long-term impacts here? Well, we're about to find out.
Even Barack Obama was supporting it, wasn't he?
Who has been a very famous long-term critic of gerrymandering. People who have been very opposed to this practice for a very long time have gone, we have no other option at this point, because the US House of Representatives is so close. The Republicans have it on a razor-thin margin. Every seat matters in next year's midterms. So we're seeing this. And Californians have agreed. They have voted to suspend the bipartisan commission that draws maps normally and put it in the hands of politicians. They have voted to do what the voters themselves said was the best thing some time ago. They've scrapped that because of the current political circumstances. Where does this go? Well, we're about to find out.
Okay, we'll leave there. Casey Briggs.
Thanks, Joe.